What's up, phonies? Crazy Pretzel here, coming to you live here on Thursday, November 19th, 2020. Let's make sure I got the date right. Yep, that's right. It's important to get things right, label things right, because if you don't label things right, you don't know where things are. So, I know where I am. I'm at home on a Thursday night. So, and I had a nice steak for dinner. It was pretty good. I watched AEW Dynamite. This show got the probably the lowest score of Dynamite that I have reviewed. Although technically, I had to do what I had to do. So, and we'll go into what you'll see what I mean. So, our first opening match in the show was the Young Bucks versus a jobber tag team making their debut. I can't say the word tag team for some reason. A jobber tag team making their debut called Top Flight. Last week, these were the two guys that the Young Bucks were scouting and saying that they reminded them of themselves when they were younger, and they wanted to see how they would do against them or something, or see how Top Flight would do against them or whatever. So this match was a piece of shit. Went 13 minutes. This was one of the worst matches I have ever seen. So this match, like, you could say what you want, like Top Flight, young kids or whatever, 19 and 21, very athletic, acrobatic and stuff, able to do lots of athletic shit. Yeah, that's fine. But this whole match was just flips and moves and no selling and no psychology, and both teams, there was no bad guy. No reason to watch this. I didn't want to write down any moves in this match because I probably would have taken like about 25 sheets of paper to do all that. Garbage match. I don't want to sound like Jim Cornette and say an insult to wrestling, but this was kind of an insult to like what I kind of grew up watching over the years. So, yeah, this was garbage. Young Bucks won with the BTE, which I still think is called the bitch through everything, because what the hell does BTE stand for? And no, I'm not looking it up. I don't want to look it up. They should say something on TV about it, and if they can't say the name of it, then it should not even exist. It's like the tag team of FTR. You know what I'm saying? They can't even like say what their tag team name is, so why do they go by FTR? They can't come up with something else? You know what I'm saying? I get they want to be called the Revival, but McMahon owns it. Then come up with something different. Or, you know what I'm saying? But, whatever. So, after this match, Jack Evans and Angelico from Hybrid 2, another jobber tag team, they try to attack Top Flight. I think they, landed a couple of, kicks to them, and then the Bucks chased them off. So, again, are the Bucks good guys or bad guys? Apparently, they're good guys again, but maybe in a couple weeks, they'll be bad guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This company flips more than you were going to flip a coin to see who goes first in a game. You only have to flip that one time. This company flips. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I would smash this over my head, but there's still soda in front of it. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. This company is so fucking stupid. Alright, anyway, moving on. So, this segment, a -1 point. No matter what the final score of the show was, I took a full point off because that was so stupid. Alright, next segment was the Inner Circle slaying Vegas. You can see me rolling my eyes in the sunglasses, yeah. Basically, they just filmed them at a casino with nobody there. And it wasn't even it was them just sitting there playing the game, but with them it being in live time or something like that. Kind of if you would say in back of the WWF, you would see the APA playing cards with another tag team or something backstage, but they would go back to the segment a couple times in the show, kind of to see how the progress of the thing was going. This was just them basically filming a music video of them being in Vegas and doing shit. It was, had no purpose. I don't know how it really gets anybody over. It's all about having fun, Michael. I mean, what the fuck was this? I gave this a quarter point because Conan showed up, but this was fucking stupid. So, yeah. You remember Conan from WCW? He showed up, like, visiting his old LAX buddies. I was going to say Ortega. Ortiz and Santano. Santana. Ortiz and Santana. So, yeah, quarter point for him showing up to see them, but that was about it. So, then we come back and we have this really, like, weird, like, promo or something. Apparently, like, there's, AEW's releasing some, like, some kind of series or show or something called Boundless or something. It's supposed to be some kind of documentary. I don't know. To me, this was some, like, weird promo of it or something, and basically it was just the roster putting themselves over as being, like, great. And, sorry, neither Rose, no business being in wrestling. And, a bunch of the other guys on this, no business either. So, quarter point for Brandy's outfit, lounging by the pool. That was about it. That was it. So this show has so far sucked ass, mind you, for it being on TV. Next we had John Moxley promo, which I think he was in a boiler room or something. I think, I don't know. He was like in some kind of like old like locker room area or something with like the concrete like walls, but then there was like a red like night light plugged into a wall or something just because it was like just red like in this one part of the area. Where the fuck was he? And why does he have a red nightlight plugged in? But whatever. He cuts a promo, talks about his dad picking him up from jail and his dad calling him the good guys. So he's endorsing that people that go to jail are actually good people, essentially. Yeah. This guy right here, this crazy pretzel, never been to jail. Never been in jail. Yeah. This guy right here, this is the good guy. This guy right here, this is the winner. I've never been to jail. I can say that. I've never been to jail. So, Moxley, on the other hand, a very vicious, wanted criminal. Anyway, so apparently his dad says that they're good guys for him going to jail. He mentions that Renee Young is pregnant, his wife. Congratulations. And he's the best wrestler in the world, and he's not going to, be against signing the contract that him and Omega are going to do tonight. They're doing some contract signing segment. Oh, those always get the ratings in, right? Ah, that's good. Watching this crap and drinking something like Coca-Cola, it is certainly refreshing, so. All right, next we got Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford. Miro was on commentary. Penelope Ford looking good as usual. I actually didn't have really much of a problem with this match. It's pretty sad that Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian was actually a pretty decent match compared to the Young Bucks match. And the Young Bucks are supposed to be the greatest tag team of all time in the whole wide world or something. Yeah, you know what tag team that they're definitely good on? Why they're the best tag team of? They're the best tag team of my anus. Or Uranus or whatever. That's what the Young Bucks are the best tag team of. You know why is that? Because they suck. But, yeah. So we had Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian. Not a bad... Yeah, like I said, I didn't really have much of a problem with this match. It's Orange Cassidy doing his goofy pocket stuff or whatever, but I tell you what, though, because, the way, Orange Cassidy can, have his hands in his pockets and, run and, jump over guys, flip over guys, kip up from the ground with his hands in his pockets, it's kind of impressive. So, and I gotta give him a little props to that. I know the pockets thing is a little old, but I don't know, I gotta give the guy just a smidge of credit. Like I said, if he's a comedy wrestler, I got no problem with him. But when they push this guy to try to be a world champion or something, that's a joke. You know what I'm saying? You don't push Bozo the Clown, funny, whatever, he shouldn't be the leader of, the place I work at or something. You know what I'm saying? Bozo the Clown is good doing his clown stuff, shouldn't be a leader. I don't know. It's a weird reference, but yeah. So this match starts off, Orange Cassidy's doing his pockets thing. Kip Sabian's not having any of it and tries to out wrestle him and stuff and whatnot. So then, like, eventually, like, they go to the, Cassidy gets thrown to the outside or something. There's kind of a funny spot. This kind of did make me laugh a little bit. Pardon me. That was rude and insulting, and I'm sorry I burped like that. So there was a segment, and Penelope Ford, like, Kip Sabian's in the ring trying to recover from Cassidy's offense, and Penelope Ford's like, whoa, man, whoa, you know what I'm saying, trying to, like, buy Kip Sabian some time. She's got her hands out like this. So Orange Cassidy just, like, slaps hands, like, slaps a five with her or something, like kids would do or something. It just goes back to the ring, and Penelope Ford is, like, disgusted that he touched her hands or something like that. It was kind of funny. Like, that was kind of funny. I didn't mind that. So, this match goes on. Sabian, like, lifts up Cassidy, like, on his, lifts him up on his shoulders and then, like, drops him, like, on his knees for, like, a nice little gut buster move for a 2 count. Nice move. Cassidy, like, eventually hits, like, a tornado DDT, and then he goes up to the top rope and hits this, like, jumping DDT on Sabian for a 2 count. Match goes on a little longer. Sabian, like, kind of botched one spot. He was going for some kind of, like, move off the ropes or something, but he slipped on the ropes. So they decided to, like, improvise and do, like, a suplex or whatever, but, of course, Rusted Sword calls it a brainbuster. Says that, Sabian hit Cassidy with a brainbuster when it was clearly a suplex. Idiot. Then pretty much the match goes a little bit longer, and Cassidy wins with his mouse trap for a 3 count. It's just some weird, like, pinning combo that nobody can kick out of. So, nobody's ever kicked out of the mouse trap. So, I guarantee you in the future, they'll put Orange Cassidy in a match, probably against, like Moxley or something, and they'll say that, like, it's Rusted Sword will say, no one's ever kicked out of the mouse trap. You know what I'm saying? So, this match went a little bit long. I think it made it just under 10 minutes, so I didn't take a point off for that. There was selling in this match, so I liked that. Penelope Ford, money, liked that. I gave it like a 3 out of 5 for, like, points. Like I said, it wasn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen. It wasn't like the worst thing I've ever seen, but I mean, compared to the insult that the garbage match was, like, at the beginning of this show, yeah. So, it's pretty sad that the comedy guys out-wrestled, like, the big stars or whatever that the Young Bucks are supposed to be. Every time the Young Bucks on TV, I don't want to fucking see them, man. Might have to take a Tylenol after this. Alright, so next we have Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley contract signing, right? So Omega has, like, this grand entrance with, like, 2 women with brooms in their hands, just making a sweeping gesture because he's the cleaner, right? And you want to know how Omega got his nickname of the cleaner? I don't know if I said this or not, but I may have. I may be repeating myself. Because he used to have to blow in the video game cartridges for, like, the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the Sega. Yeah, that's how he got his nickname, the cleaner. What a star. So epic, you know what I'm saying? So out of this world, man. It's so out of this world that it's Uranus. And if you saw my ass crack, I apologize. That was sexual harassment of the wrongest ways. My sincerest apologies and sincere regrets of what I just did. So, please don't sue me, SJW culture. Anyway, so this was, like, probably one of the stupidest things next to the opening match or whatever. Omega cannot cut a promo to save his life. He can't cut a promo. So, what do? They have him in a segment that essentially should be a promo, but it's not. So, like, he comes out, Tony Schiavone, like, announces Moxley to come out. They play his music, he doesn't come out. So what do? They show Moxley just unconscious, laying backstage on the floor with some refs and some trainer guys who are like, well, yeah, we'll have to get some help, get him out of here, or something like that. So, like I said, who the fuck attacked him? Oh, that's drama, that's epic drama. How about an actual, like, backstage segment or something? How about Omega hired somebody to beat up Moxley for him or something, to soften him up for the title match? Because he's supposed to be so great, he's so great or whatever. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's got no character, no personality whatsoever. Can't cut a promo. So, I mean, like, if you're going to add some drama, how about Omega got someone to take out Moxley or something? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody else wants a piece of Moxley before this title fight or something. So, I mean, like, Omega could study Moxley. I mean, even that could possibly be something. But, no, he just says something about how Moxley is going to, like, how he used his elbow as an excuse not to wrestle him. He's got a bloody nose or something. That's pretty much what he says, and he signs the contract. What a great segment. Great storytelling. This was definitely 7-star material right here. Just excellent. So, 0, I gave this a 0. Just 0 out of a potential, bump. 1 point, but still, 0. Next, we have part 2 of the Inner Circle slaying Vegas. You know, I hate that word, slaying. You know what I'm saying? Remember back in the day when you were a kid or something, you used to watch like a cartoon or a movie, and it would be all about slay the dragon or something. Slaying. Nowadays, you got the fucking social media SJW culture, like especially like Yahoo News. Oh, she slayed it or something. She slayed it. You know, Yahoo News are a bunch of fucking pussies. You know what I'm saying? Because in the old days, like, and yeah, I get like a free email service through them. That's why I even go on Yahoo anymore. But like Yahoo, you used to be able to post comments or whatever, and like the comments were hilarious. Like Yahoo would post something like of some celebrity, and the comments would just be so funny to read because they'd be insulting with their article and whatnot. Well, they decided to temporarily disable the comments for a good, healthy community. And they've been disabled for like months now. I think since this whole pandemic started, it's been disabled. You know what I'm saying? It's still disabled. What a bunch of fucking motherfucking, like, sissies, pussies, wussies. Anyway. Alright, let's go back to wrestling. Enough about Yahoo. So, anyway, going back to Inner Circle slaying Vegas. I had to think why I went on a tangent there. So they, howl at the moon. They're like outside. Hey guys, it's a full moon. You know what I want to do? Oh, I mean, Cyril, what the fuck is this? And then they do like a video segment that's like an awful like the movie The Hangover. Was an okay movie, but it's very to me it's overrated or whatnot. The only line funny in that movie was that comment, "Whoa, man, you just hit the baby!" Like, for some reason, I thought that line was funny back then, but, like, they do, like, some kind of parody of it, and, yeah. Great storytelling, great thing to get these guys over, to get somebody over to do something. Another negative 1 point for this show. So they've already got minus 2 points from the final score. Just amazing content. So next we have Pac making his wrestling return to the ring after like 8 months because being isolated in England for COVID and can't travel and all that stuff. So he wrestles the Blade one-on-one. I should have enjoyed this match. I really should have. And I kind of wanted to enjoy this match because I like both these guys. But I couldn't enjoy it. So, because to me this match was just kind of clunky. Like, there was like, the selling sucked in this match. It was like, Pac would get on the offense, but then Blade would somehow reverse it for just a couple seconds, but then Pac would take back over, but then Blade would just slightly revert, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was. It wasn't like, you know, Pac dominated, or Pac started to dominate, Blade took over, dominated the rest of the match, and Pac made a comeback and won. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, back and forth, no selling, no selling. Eddie Kingston was on commentary, and he said something stupid, too. And I like Eddie Kingston, but he said something stupid in this. He was saying something about how Pac was away for 8 months eating Oreos or something. Like, has he looked at what kind of shape Pac is in? Like, Pac's got, like, muscles and abs and shit like that, and Kingston's just some fat fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not in great shape myself. I admit that. I'm not going to say that, but I'm not going to tell, you know, this athletic guy over here that's, like, you know, in phenomenal shape that I wish, you know, I had the mental discipline and had the time that I could look like that and say that he's been eating Oreos. I mean, what a fucking moron. So, I get it, it's wrestling, but still, what a fucking moron. So, this match starts off, like I said, Pac is on offense. He's got a missile drop kick that he does like some kind of like little spring thing to it in the air. They call it the shotgun drop kick, or at least Rusted Sword does. He hits that on Blade. Blade is able to take over again, throws Pac in the guardrail. Then he hits this cool move where Blade kind of is going to suplex Pac, but then just throws his ass on the ropes. It almost looked like Pac was about to hit his head on the apron or whatever. It was a cool move, good move. And then 2 seconds later, Pac pretty much no sells it, and he tries to do a over the top rope DDT to Blade, but he botched it. So yeah, he hits him with that. Later on, Pac hits a super kick. Blade, he goes running to the ropes and then comes back. Blade no sells a super kick, power slams him for a 2 count. Blade goes up to the top rope. Pac kicks him as he goes up to the top rope because, like I said, this whole match has just been a little back and forth, no sell fest. Hits he's gonna superplex him. They're standing on the top rope for 10 seconds or whatever. It's it was like today's weather, how it was windy on top. You could just, the wind was blowing or something. Then he hits the nice superplex. Gets a 2 count. Then the finish, Pac hits a shooting star press and then puts him in the rings of Saturn for a submission victory. I don't know what Pac calls the finishing move. Don't really care. Match went about 12 minutes. After the match, Pac's about to cut a promo on Kingston because Kingston's at announcer's table or whatever. So then Butcher jumps him. And then Blade and Butcher start beating him up, and then Kingston comes to the ring and he's cutting a promo. And I was kind of getting into this a little bit. I like to know the intensity or whatnot, because Kingston's we're talking about how they're gonna torture him and shit like that. I was kind of getting into it a little bit. So then what do? They ruin it. So they have Ray Phoenix come out and he attacks all 3 of them. And like I said, again, where the hell did this whole, Ray Phoenix and Kingston, I can't think of the word, how they hate each other. God, I can't think of that word. My mind. I broke my mind from smashing a can of Coke on my head. Animosity. Where in the hell did this animosity come from? They never showed any of this on TV. Unless maybe they showed it on the pay-per-view, but I don't think they did. Where did this animosity come from? They just randomly don't like each other, right? So, Kingston hates Phoenix and, rips on him last week, and then Phoenix comes out to try to beat up Kingston and them this week. So, the 3 guys are beating up Phoenix and Pac. Pentagon comes out, and, they think Pentagon's gonna, help join in on the beatdown. He comes out with a chair, but nope, he chases them off, so we get to see the epic return of Death Triangle, which is just Pac and the Lucha Brothers. So I guess they're going to have a feud between the Butcher, Blade, and Kingston versus the Death Triangle. Now, is Death Triangle an isosceles triangle because it's 2 sides, or is it an equilateral triangle of 3 sides? Now, you may say it's an equilateral triangle of 3 sides because it's 3 guys. So you could say that, but Lucha Brothers never been tag team champions, and it probably takes 2 of them to beat up 1 guy. So I'm going to say they're an isosceles triangle. Coke is awesome. So I gave this match segment a 1/4 point. Like I said, the match should have been better. It was kind of clunky, no selling, and I just wasn't into it. So, but like I said too, I had to take points off for Eddie Kingston's goofy comment that he made. So next we have the funniest thing ever that was absolutely worth the 1 point. It was the best backstage attack ever. So I think I may just show you the video footage of this because I did comment. I did my own description of it. I don't think me ranting about this could do it justice. I'll just show the clip to you guys. Here's the clip.
Backstage attack ever. Watch this. So bad. Alright, watch this. There's 2 chicks holding the ref's back. No one is holding Brandy's arm down. She's got her own arm trapped in the chair. And Jade steps on the chair while she's wearing high heels. So nobody's holding Brandy down at all. She can't defend. she gets stomped on with the high heels. A savage attack.
Alright, moving on. So, yeah, 1 point for just how bad that was. Full 1 point. It was just so badly stupid, it was great. So, Jade Cargill making waves. making waves out in the Atlantic hurricane season or whatnot. Next we got Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb for the NWA Championship. Still kind of where there's another title being defended on your company and you're not having your women's champion on your show. Whatever. It doesn't make any sense. So it probably doesn't make any dollars either, but whatever. So I actually liked this match up till the ending of it. Went about 12 minutes total. Match starts off some good chain wrestling with the women for a few minutes. Thunder Rosa had the upper hand. She's showing like a little bit of a cocky personality, whatever. She's like, in front of the camera saying like, I'm the champion, and she's like jaw-jacking with like the fans, which was like Billy Gunn and some other wrestlers or whatever. So then Serena like went to run at her, and she like sideswiped her and tripped her on the ropes and stuff. That was a cool spot. Serena took over some offense for a while. She hit like she had her like in this gory special submission like in the corner or something. She's like holding like Thunder Rosa, like Thunder Rosa would be like behind my back here. She's like got her like up against the ropes, like stretching her out for like up close to the count of 5. She hits a cool Serena Deeb. She hits a cool neck breaker like to Thunder Rosa, like on the middle rope or something, and then she like ends up hitting the spear like on the apron to Thunder Rosa. Not like it was a big move. It wasn't like your typical. Here's a big move on the apron, bam, the hardest part of the ring that nobody sells or anything. It was just a spear like to her, and she landed on the apron. So cool spot. Later in the match, Serena tried to go for CM Punk's go to sleep, but then Rosa reversed it and hit her with a pretty cool-looking German suplex. Then hit her with a missile dropkick, which knocked Serena Deeb out of the ring. So, and then here's where the match went downhill for me. So, and I love Britt Baker. I do. Britt Baker's awesome. So, she comes out, interfering. She hits like a twisting fisherman suplex on Thunder Rosa on the ramp, while Reba's distracting the ref and whatnot. So she hits her with that on the ramp, throws her back in the ring. Serena Deeb hits a power bomb on Thunder Rosa. So this should be the finish, right? In the old days, common sense, somebody interferes, big move on the outside, big move. This would be a finish, right? 1, 2, kick out. Excuse me. So she kicks out. I wrote why on here. This match goes for like another 5 minutes. Basically, Thunder Rosa like no-sold the move she took. Like after the powerbomb, she goes for like she rolls rope for a jackknife cover for a 2 count. Serena gets her like in this weird like some kind of weird like side chokehold or something on the ground, but Thunder Rosa gets out of it and jumps on her with a double stomp. They trade pin attempts for a couple seconds, and then Rosa hits this like. She grabs Serena, like Serena's like behind her, like she's got a grip like this on her, kind of like a Samoan drop, but drops her like on her chest. Kind of a cool move. Gets a 2 count, and then Serena uses Cesaro's neutralizer move for a 3 count. So, like I said, this match wouldn't have been bad if, like, either A, they would have just went with Britt Baker interfering, costing her the match, and it ends right there. I would have been cool with that. Or B, you take Britt Baker out of this and just have this match, and then Serena wins clean or something. But I get they want to make Thunder Rosa look tougher, so why the fuck not just have her, like, Britt Baker cost her the match, period. You know what I'm saying? So, because they're obviously going to do a feud with this, and here's what really boggled my mind, so check this out. So, match is over, right? We see Thunder Rosa leaving the ring, so Britt Baker, attacked her and then ran away, right? Britt Baker is sitting at ringside, and Thunder Rosa just grabs her and throws her over the guardrail and just throws her like into the guardrail and starts kicking her ass, right? And then they have to separate them or something. Why in the fuck would they have her like attack somebody and just be there? I mean, imagine in real life, right? Imagine like a bomber, like there's some guy that this bomber just fucking detests, right? So he sets off a bomb to kill him, right? somehow the guy not only doesn't get killed or something, he gets a little bit stronger as he goes on. So that would be like intimidating, right? Because that's what this was. Thunder Rosa like got attacked and honestly got stronger as the match went on. You know what I'm saying? Almost still winning the freaking title, right? So yeah, the Bomber, like, not only does the guy get stronger, so the Bomber, like, you know, would think, gee, I need plan B, or I gotta retreat and come up with something. No, she just fucking sits at ringside while, like, after she attacks her. I mean, imagine if a Bomber, like, the guy didn't kill somebody with a bomb, and he says, you know what, and just goes out and eats a hot dog out in broad daylight after the explosion with cops everywhere. Yeah, that's what this was. It was very stupid. So, I gave this a half a point. I still liked the match. I liked the selling in it, the pace of it. There wasn't a cajillion flips and shit like that. So, I mean, it was a good match, but, like, until that finish kind of ruined some of it for me. Next we had a brief Anna Jay and John Silver promo, backstage promo, or whatever, I don't know. John Silver being goofy as fuck and basically saying that Brody Lee talked to Tony Clown. By the way, props to the Wrestling Jesus for calling Tony Khan Tony Clown. I'm going to start calling him Tony Clown, but every time I say that, credit to the Wrestling Jesus for that. So, I'm not stealing his thunder or anything. I'm giving him props because he came up with that. So, but yeah, so Brody Lee talked to Tony Clown and said that because like she won a bunch of matches on Dark against some jobbers, she's apparently in the top 5 and could get a title shot against Sheeta next week on the show. And then Anna Jay's like, I might have been a rookie when I wrestled you, Sheeta, but I'm gonna kick your ass next time or whatever. So, and then John Silver is like, and then you're gonna bring Gold back to the, what the fuck is this group called? The Dork Order, that's right. I was thinking of the Inner Circle was their name for a second there. That's the other group earlier, because they're just as terrible now. So he's like, and then you're going to bring the title back to the Dork Order, and then he's like, no, he wasn't like that. He's like, I mean, what the fuck is that? That's like Tom and Jerry cartoon shit or whatever. So scary, John Silver. God, what a fucking moron John Silver is. So this segment, a half a point for Anna Jay. She's cool, but fuck John Silver. So, by the way, Anna Jay is taller than John Silver, so she could also kick his ass too. So, next they show some weird ass video of Darby Allin like at a church or something. There's like candles and fire or whatnot. I just wrote okay. I didn't score this negatively or positively. I just wrote okay because I didn't get it. So, I get that Darby Allin is supposed to be like a mysterious, like, emo goth person or something, but like, yeah, I get, like, the one that he did, like, where he had somebody dressed up as Cody, like, with a mask on and he ran him over with a card, like, that was kind of funny. I liked that. That made sense, but like this, like, what was this? I don't know. Like, what was this? It's like trying to find out the ingredients of pepper. The ingredients of pepper is pepper. It's simple. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Like I said, I think I've killed some brain cells from smashing my head with a Coke can. Alright, so we go to our main event. We've got Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin versus Brian Cage and Ricky Starks in the main event. Overall, I enjoyed this match. I think it's just because I like the finish. You know, my guys, Team Taz won, so I was happy about that. I also love Taz. He did a little bit of commentary before coming down to ringside later, but he was calling Cody the big ego because of the epic grand entrance that he always has and whatnot. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Actually, the would actually probably be a cool song. His theme music sucks. Whoa! You know what I'm saying? The whole time he was in WWE, like every theme song he had whoa, whoa, and then like as a theme song, he still like kind of has that in there. Like, dude, you don't have to do that anymore. So, how much time are we at? We're at 34 minutes. So we gotta wrap this up. Dude, we're not gonna wrap this up. I'm making a part 2. Pause. Alright, we're back, phony. Sorry about having to pause like that, but I was running out of time on my camera. I think for Christmas or as a treat to myself, I'm gonna get a different flip camera with twice the amount of time on it, so I can't run out of time. So, yeah, I couldn't get that out of my system before filming, but whatever. So, all right, so main event, it's Team Taz versus Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin. Like I said, Taz was at ringside, and then he came down to the ring after a while. So, match starts off, Darby Allin's out wrestling Starks, like Stark grabs the rope. Later on, Cody hits a moonsault and a disaster kick on, I think it was Brian Cage that hits that on. They go to the picture-in-picture. During, like, the picture-in-picture, like, they showed, like, Taz, like, grabbing, Cody Rhodes' foot, like, as he was coming off the ropes. He, like, grabs his foot to try to trip him. So, like, Brian Cage clothesline Cody outside the ring or whatever. And, Arn Anderson gets, like, pissed off and just, like, for whatever reason, he throws, like, a steel chair into the ring, and the ref just, like, sees all that and gets pissed off and ejects Arn Anderson out of the ring or whatever. And, I wrote, what the fuck on that? Like, imagine if, I'm sorry, I have to do this, but imagine you're watching a football game, right? And, like, the coach, like, has a play or something, and they throw a flag down, and the other team, like, challenges it or whatnot, and the refs talk about it or whatever, and then they decide, like, yeah, that guy was right, we're gonna restart this or whatever, and then the coach gets pissed off. What do you mean you're gonna fucking restart that? What are you gonna... Ah! You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you know what I'm saying? Like, how stupid did that just look? Like, yeah. That's what this was. So, okay. So, Cage powerbombs Cody on the floor while that's going on outside the ring, throws him back in, gets a 2 count. Dude, imagine back in the day if Psycho Sid, the master and ruler of the world, and Kevin Nash jackknife powerbomb people on the floor. That would be like an injury angle, or at least that would be a definite 3 count in a match, right? No, not now. It's a 2 count. So it's a 2 count. Later on, Cody's got to drop to the ground to hit a stupid uppercut. Later on, as a comeback. I hate that move. It's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let's do a demonstration, right? All right, demonstration. All right, you're kicking the crap out of me. I'm gonna throw myself to the ground just to hit you with the punch. I mean, like, how stupid does that look? How stupid does that look? I know this video is getting long, but I hate that move. It's stupid. So, I think I've had a little too much sugar in my Coke today or something. I don't know. Or maybe there's more Coke in here than just Coca-Cola. But anyway, let's continue on with this match so we can all be done watching this video. Nobody's watching this anyway, but whatever. So he hits that punch. He tries to tag in Darby Allin, but, like, Darby Allin pulls... Ricky Starks pulls Darby Allin off the ring or whatever, so he can't tag him. So, like, not even a minute later, Cody tags him in anyway. So, big drama mama, or whatever you want to say. Darby tags in. Darby, like, hits some weird, like, goofy strikes to Starks in the corner. I don't even know if they were forearms or what. Whatever happened to, like, these guys actually just throwing a punch at each other? You know what I'm saying? Nobody in this company knows how to throw a punch. They all have to hit forearms or just goofy strikes. Throw a fucking punch, or learn how to fucking throw a punch. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do it like Bubba Ray style, how he used to stomp the ground and jab. You know what I'm saying? Even that looks better than these goofy, stupid forearms that they're doing. So, I like this match and I'm ripping the hell out of it. I'm sorry. So, yeah. It's little stuff I noticed that irritates me. So, let's see. Let's go back to the action. Darby Allin is beating up Ricky Starks, right? So then what happens next? They're both in the corner. Darby is holding on to Starks like he's going to German suplex him. Brian Cage comes over and suplexes both of them. So he hurts his own partner just to hurt Darby. Imagine if you're in a battlefield with a machine gun. You've got your buddies next to you, and the enemy's right here. So your buddy is right next to the enemy and has him like in a chokehold or something. And he's like, all right, man, take him out. So what do? You machine gun shoot both of them. You know what I'm saying? He's got the guy. You don't have to shoot your own enemy. You could just fucking go up there and knock the fucker out and stab him. I mean, you don't have to shoot your own partner. That's what I'm saying. Why are they beating up their own partners? Whatever. You know, I'm starting to not like this match now. So, anyway, let's move on. So after that spot, Cody, comes back in illegally, mind you. The ref just allows this. He doesn't try to stop him. You know, why would he? So Cody tries to attack Taz, and Cage stops him, and gets clonked with a disaster kick on the apron. Then Ricky Starks spears Cody in the ring, because, you know, Cody can just come in the ring when he wants to. There's no rules in this company. Cage, this was kind of a weird spot. Actually, this is some of the... I like Brian Cage, but this is some of the stuff that annoys me about him. Big, muscular, strong guy should not be going with, a smaller, runty guy's flips. I'm sorry, he shouldn't. He should be fucking overpowering the guy and dominating him. But whatever reason, he hits Ricky Starks with this really weak power bomb. Then he goes to lift him up again. So then, or not Starks, but Darby Allin. He goes to pick him up again, and then Darby Allin reverses it, flips him with a code red for 2 count. The guy's 250, 60 pounds. Yeah. Okay, what else happens? Let's get to the finish already. Starks is going to try to hit a crossroads on Darby, and then Cody Rhodes crossroads Starks. Cage hits a discus clothesline on Darby. Then he super kicks Cody, and then he hits him with an Olympic slam. And then the finish I really liked. Cage puts Darby Allin on the top rope, and then he goes up to the second rope, lifts him up, and hits him with the drill claw from the second rope to the floor, to the ring, not to the floor, but to the middle of the ring. Devastating move. And he gets the 3 count. Loved that finish. I know I just ripped on the hell out of this match, because like I said, but I mean, I love the finish. I like Brian Cage, I like Ricky Starks, but like I said though, Brian Cage, big, strong, muscular guy, and these smaller guys are just flipping him like he's nothing. It makes no sense. Guy needs to fucking stand up for himself and say, look, man, logic. Yeah, but whatever. They won't, because Tony Clown, you know. So, post-match, Starks and Brian Cage are beating up Darby and Cody some more. And then Will Hobbs comes out. Remember 2 months ago when Taz wanted Will Hobbs to join him or something? Well, we never got our answer right. So now we got our answer. He joins him because he hits Cody with the FTW Championship belt that Brian Cage is the champion of the champ or whatever. He grabs the belt, hits him with it, celebrates with them, show's over. So this was 2 months ago when Taz wanted him to join, so now all of a sudden he got him to join or something. Okay, sure. So this show got would have gotten a 4.85 out of 12, would have been a 40%, but like I said, the 2 negative -1s I put on the show, 2.85 out of 12, a 24%. So, and I think based on some of the ranting I did in the main event with the moves and stuff, well-deserved 24%. So, congratulations AEW, got another F. Sorry if this review was long as hell, but yeah. I like to try to entertain you guys and be goofy as hell and whatnot. I have fun, so that's why I do this. I have fun doing it, so. All right, guys. Catch you later. Have a good one.